banana cheese a chocolate with nothing on the inside label versus an inspiration on the inside label?
We're
Like,
live.
Guys, we're live. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi, Julie
Okay.
Rocks. Hi, Debbie Ann.
Hi. Get rid of this box now that we're here. If I'm gonna share with Julie, God forbid I get kicked off. And everybody, Roz, you're more than welcome to share too.
Oh my gosh.
Share. Let we go. Multiple share. And then I'm going to go to my advanced sharing options. There we go.
Play the day, world the day.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay, I think this is it. Share. Give me a thumbs up if you hear it, okay?
No. Where'd it go? I heard a dent. And there's
On tonight's episode of
there it is.
You do.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Mark, we're going to be doing something really powerful. It's a little exercise in future painting. You're going to write a letter to yourself from the future. Imagine the who's already healed, already thriving, already living the life you're working toward right now. What would they tell you? What would they do? What would they thank you for? Join us tonight and let's meet the version of you that has already made it. See you soon.
All right, that was the wrong one, but that's good enough.
That was really cool.
That was the wrong one.
I like all the little magic you put in stuff.
Yeah.
I put the magic in the other one too. I made it a blanket one so that every night this is something I decided before I basically told Julie about it. Since we come up with all these awesome like coaching techniques and things to do to make yourself feel better and whatever, if we make them like capsules and like we talk about it, how to do it, then we do it, then I can make cuts of them and put them on YouTube in a playlist. And then like when you're not feeling well, you can go to the one that, if you're not feeling well, if you need inspiration, if you're that, and we're just going to do it like it's going to be organic. It's not going to be anything that like we're sitting in front of a plate.
I love that.
And every day I'll have a backup one if nothing comes up. But if something comes up, it comes up. So
exciting.
I can't tell you how gorgeous I am on TikTok. It's like
you're gorgeous even off of TikTok.
Oh no, Sue.
Roz.
Yeah, right, Roz. So I'm taking a course with the guy I told you.
Oh yes.
One of the things was I had to post a video. So you post a video and then they said go live, and they like it makes your video go get higher ranked and it gets you there faster. So I'm listening to everything they said. So they said go live after you do the post. So I did the post before we got on, and so I'm doing our broadcast live. And I have we're on TikTok, so like they see the behind the scenes of our.
Oh wow!
And if they want to go see the video, they can go see the video. But I'm fucking gorgeous over there. It's like, oh my Lord, so pretty. Oh my God. It's like I got a full face of makeup on.
Yeah.
And you didn't?
No, I don't. And these eyebrows are the eyebrows from
watch this. I can put eyebrows on. Watch this. I don't have any. So watch when I put on the big
So it was
thick
just
ones.
effects on TikTok? Is that what you're saying?
But look,
Yeah.
these are Zoom eyebrows. Like they look stupid.
Oh wow.
Now look, I can like go through all these silly eyebrows. Like my eyebrows disappear. But look, if I put on the big
Mine do
thick,
too, because my glasses are big.
look how dumb that looks on my face though. Like it looks
You
like
look like an avatar right now.
I put a Sharpie
mustache
across.
too.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do this. Here you go.
Julie totally could pull off the mustache.
How is that pretty?
It's like
It's pretty light. Yeah. Maybe you
Okay,
should
do
do like a full.
the Fu Manchu. Look, I got a triangle. It's
Oh, there
full
you go.
Fu Manchu. And then like it's
Mine off.
um
I took
mm,
mine off.
what is that? Like I don't know why we think these are attractive. Ugh. I mean, male or female. Oh my God, look at that one.
I've got big.
There's a bushy. I need a pipe with that one.
I have a goatee now.
Oh, and the little. Do they? I love that. Do they have the little
They don't have this. They
handlebar
don't have that
mustache?
one. The handlebar, right?
Yeah, but soul
that
patch.
Handlebar mustache. So I feel there's a song in that. The Tom Petty. Is there a Tom Petty song that talks about the handlebar mustache or someone else?
I
No,
don't
I don't know.
know.
You know what I always have turned on is a lipstick. Do you see my lips?
Oh,
That's.
oh,
I mean,
I
yes, I
like
put on the
that.
lipstick, but if I take off the lips, then they're not as. It's not as pronounced.
Oh, I like that. Well, I want now. I
Oh,
want to play.
I can change the opacity so my lips are brighter.
Oh yeah, I don't
Okay,
like
let's
eyebrows
just.
with my glasses.
You look like those Groucho Marx glasses.
Oh shoot! With my eyebrows on, let me turn them off. They just, I look like caterpillars are attacking my eyebrow.
Uh,
Done.
So,
but
how was
that's what you.
everybody's day?
Right. I
Mine
had a
was
magical day.
mine was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
So was mine, actually. It
Yeah,
was
I
great.
want to hear more about yours.
Yeah.
So I went to sleep pretty late because I was on that the school for the
Oh, yeah.
course that I took. And I'm always like searching YouTube and stuff like that. All of a sudden I look up, it's 5 o'clock. I'm like, oh my God, it's 5 o'clock. So when I went to the meeting last night, there was a birthday party and I shut my ringer off because you have to shut your ringer off when you go to
Oh.
the meetings. And remind me of this, Julie. If this then that is a app. Do you know anything about it?
I don't have a pen. Hold on. Yes.
This and that?
No, if
This.
this then that, and it's
Oh, if then that. Oh.
IFTT. IFTT,
Oh.
and it stands for if this then that. So how if this then that works is you put in certain things like, okay, so when I was working at the gym, I would say if I get to the gym and I put the what is that called? The geo map, right? I would say where I am. If I'm at the gym, shut my ringer off on my phone so that I would never start a class and like have to worry about the ringer being on, right?
Yeah.
I still to this day, if I go to the gym, my ringer goes off.
Really?
Never taken it off, right? So I need to do that for when I come out of a meeting, that it turns my ringer back on, because it's not good because I never turn my ringer back on and then I don't know that anybody's calling me.
Oh.
And it wouldn't matter, but the lady from the job called me.
Tell me. What?
So you didn't get an email, you got a phone call.
I got a phone call first.
Oh.
And she basically was telling me like what they're offering me, and I was like a little taken back because it's a bit less than what I made.
Oh.
And then they told me that the commissions are uncapped, and yeah, okay, they're uncapped, that's great. And then I would start commissions right away. They would give me customers right away. They would give me a higher salary, like equivalent to like $10,000 more a year for the first 3 months. My insurance wouldn't start for the first 3 months. And the thing is that after I got off the phone, I was like, well, I'm going to have to, make some adjustments with that or whatever. And I called my friend that sold forklifts at the other place, because I wasn't selling forklifts, I was selling service. So my pay plan was totally different. And I got a much better deal than them before I even say anything.
Wait, what did I miss? What?
I have a better deal than them before I even say anything. Like
A
before
better, who's them though? That's where I got lost. You
my
got a better,
my old place.
you got a
So
better
they're
deal.
gonna steal you.
They
Is kind of you're being recruited before you're hired at the other place.
no. I have
Yeah.
a better, like, their pay plan compared to what I was offered
Mm-hmm.
is like
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh,
terrible. It's like, oh my God, like, and
oh,
I
you're
was
way
calling,
above standard.
yeah, I was saying like, oh, I'm not going to get paid as much as I got paid, but now I just found out that. So put it put it this way, they have a higher percentage, but not like that much higher than me. But they have to pay back their whole entire salary before they get clear commission. I don't. I get paid commission from day one.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, that's crazy.
wow.
So
Wait,
So you don't have to put any no go do this for free for a month and let me watch you perform.
no,
It's just boom.
it's boom. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was very, very exciting. And then I spoke to a friend of mine that when I was working in the first forklift place, he was given to me like as a mentor. And I didn't realize that. I never told him that I, got let go from that other job. And he was like,
Oh,
oh my God, Debbie, this is so amazing. This is a very good opportunity. If they're going to give you that, then it's a great opportunity. You should take it. So we will see what happens. We will see.
well, I words of encouragement are always wonderful, especially if uh especially somebody that you know that well. That's
Yeah. And,
exciting.
and he's like in Ohio, like, and I'm not no threat to him. That's case closed.
Yeah.
But he used to call me Sparky. That was his nickname for me. He's just like, you, oh, that's so funny. We do Midnight Spark. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Ah, that's crazy. So
ding,
I
ding,
like
ding,
it.
ding, ding.
What's
Hey,
Yeah.
a bunch of things just came together. Ding, ding,
what,
ding.
what's up, Sparky? How
What?
you doing? Right? And I didn't even
Oh,
realize it till this very second.
oh,
Uh,
I love
I,
that.
Another thing was I asked Julie to just think about it, like not written in stone, but are you available 1 hour earlier than this, Roz?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
yeah, you.
If I came on earlier, yeah.
yeah,
Come on at 9 instead of 10.
yeah, because I get through at 1 and
Yeah.
then I can't fall asleep. So if I'm working again, that 1 hour would be like so much better that I have to, because it looks like I have to, in the beginning anyway, I'll have to be up at 8. I have to be there at 8, and I don't know where that is. If it's my office, that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
across the hall, you know. But
Yeah.
if it's Jersey, then I'm gonna. And I also think that, like, along the lines, like if we have like a special and somebody wants us to do it at a certain time, I'm gonna figure out if we can, replay it at midnight, like the new
Oh,
podcast,
yeah.
and still record it live. And we're just gonna, it's gonna be so flexible. We're just gonna,
It is. Well, this is an experiment, and that's what I love most about it, right? What I'll say though is that the Midnight Spark still works because then when the podcast is ending, you're just hitting your stroke of midnight, right?
Which means now you're sparking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
So it works.
Sparky
Yeah.
needs to be a little sparkier, right?
There you go.
Yeah. So,
That's
and
it.
I do not have to start right away. They said the latest they would want me to start is November 27th.
Mm,
So
So
I have
right after Thanksgiving?
yeah, like I have like a whole month. It's like the
that's
day
the
before
time.
Thanksgiving. I go, what do they want me to start working so they could pay me for the holiday? It's like so silly.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that would be cool if they did that.
Congratulations, Debbie Ann. If
Yes,
if I
exciting.
took you back in the Wayback Machine, you'd say, I just blew it. I missed an appointment that wasn't in my calendar. I'm just reminding you, right? And you said, they're never going to see me again. They will never talk to me again. Like all the things that we thought were happening because you missed an appointment that like was not in your calendar, was
Right.
clearly unbooked.
Right.
And you're saying, they think I missed it. I didn't. It wasn't in my calendar. So you didn't miss it. But so all these things happen. This is to me and everybody else, right? Mostly to me. So just because we perceive something one way doesn't mean that's actually reality, right? What is the actual truth that happened? The truth is it was a miscommunication and they're going to make up that time with you. They
Kim,
absolutely did. And then you got the
Kim
job.
is here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Huh?
Kim is here.
Let her in.
I will
I
let her
brought
in.
in one of my Hollywood folks. Let's see what she has to. I told her you can talk if you want to, and if you don't, then don't. But whatever you want to do. And
It
then
takes,
I'm
it takes a
gonna say
second
that
for her
loud.
to come on.
She just came in. She goes, "But are bras required?" I'm like, "No bras required."
Oh my God, Julie, stop.
Hello.
Hi, Kim. Hey, Kim. This is Debbie Ann and Roz. I mean, that's her nickname we gave her.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fabulous.
Are you actually in? Because sometimes it doesn't. You're in. You're in.
I'm in.
All
I'm in.
righty.
I'm just trying to set all this stuff that Julie told me I have
Oh.
to do.
Can you send her a background so she would feel more comfortable if she wants to come on camera? We haven't decided if she wants to. I mean, she's not
Sure.
shy, but if she wanted a background, so then she has one. I meant to
So,
do it beforehand.
Where do I put it in the chat, Julie?
Yeah, throw it in the chat. I think she's pretty Zoom
Pretty savvy.
spacious. Yeah.
Ha!
She's got some zoomology in her background. I don't know. If you go to the chat, Kim,
Roz,
like either
Roz, do
the
you have
button
one?
chat or more will get you to
Mhm.
the chat, and then you can download the background.
How do I put a picture in there?
I've got a blur.
Oh, you can blur it if you want, and then absolutely.
I just screwed something up again. What's new?
So right now, Kim, you have your camera turned off, and then whenever you want to come on, you can. And so you
Okay,
know.
I'm still figuring it out. Give me a
Yeah.
sec.
I just had to do this with a client for Teams. I'm like, when was the last year I was in Teams? Like 2008? You know, like it's been a while. Luckily, most of these skills are transferable. So whether you're in Teams or Zoom or Webinar or WebEx
Oh,
or
file. I just found it. I found it. I
Yeah.
found it. File. And my computer. There we go.
Is it just the three of us?
yeah.
Well then, how do I do this filter thingy, Julie?
Okay, so you go to your dot dot dot. So put your mouse on top of your face.
I don't
And
have a
then
mouse.
there's
I'm on an iPad.
it's okay. It's
Oh.
still the same. When you're on your face, there'll be a dot dot dot, and then you can go to the setting says adjust background and effects.
It
And
just
when
says
you go,
background and effects. Yes.
okay, go there. Then go to
Mhm.
video filters. It's 1, 2, 3. It's a 4 tab over, and turn on the one that says cinnamon, and it'll look like you have a full face and makeup on without one.
Allow facial effects. Agree. But it doesn't
Where
say
did you
cinnamon.
find that at?
It does. It's number 4. So instead of none, turn on 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
The-
well, it doesn't make me look like I have makeup like you.
It does. I have no makeup on. This is what I look like. Look, here's none and all
What
the
what did you
shady
find it under?
shadows. Go go to video filter under background effects.
Uh-huh.
Then instead of none, put it on cinnamon, which is the 4th choice. And notice all the shadows are on my face when it's off.
See, I don't have any makeup. It makes you look like you've got lipstick, and I don't have lipstick.
Oh, we
Oh,
put
turn on the
lipstick
lipstick.
on,
Now go to video effects and turn on the lipstick.
You,
Wait a minute.
Yeah, there's
Kim.
lip color in there.
you should see how gorgeous I look on TikTok.
Right.
Now I really
Jesus,
want to
I'm
go
like
on
an
TikTok so
attention model.
I can stalk you.
So if you go to studio effects, you got to video filter. Now go to studio effect, go to the very bottom one called lip color, turn on, I'll put bright red on and I'll turn the opacity all the way up. So right now, that's a filter.
Mine
If
aren't titled.
watch, if
All
I
I've
turn it
got are
off,
pretty faces.
those are my lips. Look. Now if I turn it on,
I'm just telling you, all I've got are piggy faces.
you
Yeah,
can get
further.
picky. Yeah. You're in virtual background. Now go a couple tab. There you go. You change the lighting.
Okay, but
Ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
looks better.
Black
But
and
I don't
white.
have. All I've got
See?
are these faces
You want
and rainbows.
cinnamon, but go to video filter and choose cinnamon. I promise it's a big difference.
They aren't named.
Roz,
Oh.
look at your
Okay, I think that's cinnamon. It's the
Yes,
fourth
it is.
tab over.
It is. It's the 4th one over.
look at your text.
Then go to studio effects and put your lipstick on and eyebrows.
BRB.
Like I put my eyebrows on and they look terrible. So,
I don't have anything that says studio effects, Julie.
okay.
It's like an iPad. It is different.
All right.
You're
It
gorgeous
just takes
anyway.
a couple more clicks, but you can play with it while we're chatting.
Well,
You look great.
whatever.
But
It's just the three of us. Okay. I'm
yeah,
fine.
it is.
Four
It's
of us.
just the
I don't
three of
know.
us and the world that's not watching. Don't worry about it.
You're good.
Wow.
Well, go
Does
sepia, go
does
cinnamon.
your neighbor have a brother?
Does your neighbor
Does
have a
my
brother?
neighbor have a brother?
Yes, Kim. Does your neighbor have a
Wow.
brother?
That is amazing.
You have
And
to answer
that's
this.
not you, that's all filters?
It's right
Me?
now.
Yeah. I don't have
Is-
makeup on.
wow.
I mean, I
Um,
do a little bit of
Julie,
lips, but not like this.
Wow.
TikTok is completely different. I sent Roz a picture of
Wait,
what I look like on TikTok
show me.
right this second.
Okay.
Wow.
Let me look. I didn't get to see the photo. Oh my goodness. What?
Isn't that
Look
crazy?
at Debbie Ann on TikTok. Like
Yeah.
she is
I'm
like
like
full
freaking
makeup
gorgeous.
crew. Kimmy, Kimmy, look
Wow.
at your screen. Do you see my screen right now? Like
Yeah, it's
Debbie
amazing.
Ann looks like she has a whole makeup crew in that.
Yeah,
That's great.
it's like good.
Wow. That
You
is
should never
cool.
take a selfie ever again on anything but TikTok.
We're gonna learn.
That's really
But
cool.
Julie,
Well, now I know how people do. I honestly didn't believe people when they said that, oh, I can just do blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how do you do it? So there's buttons that just make it happen.
And let me share with you
Oh, that's so cool.
It's crazy.
one of the secrets I sent Kim. I'm gonna send all y'all. I'm sending it to Debbie Ann and Roz right now. Because when you set up the split screen, I have half of my screen. I'll bring it up so other people can benefit if you watch it later. So do you see how I just have the Zoom like stacked on short? Then I have this whole white screen, so it's lighting my face, so I don't have all the shadows.
Oh,
So
I have a ring light.
as an older lady, when I don't have a ring light, 'cause
Right.
I don't, then at least the screen, you use all the whiteness of the screen, even if it's Microsoft Word on the other side, then it's lighting your face. Like Kim, you know this from Hollywood. So there's a lot of fun things. I mean,
There's
you
also
know,
a little tiny ring light you could put right on over your camera. That's really cute too. So anyway, introduce us to Kim.
Kim is amazing. We came across Kim. We went all the way to Tulsa, Oklahoma to meet a prospective unit production manager. It's called a UPM in Hollywood. And so they're in charge. They're like the big shit on the show, right? So we went to Tulsa, we met this guy, and we only had like 8 minutes of his time, right? And they said, "Oh, I'm booked." I'm
Oh.
like, "Okay, cool, you're booked. Like, we liked you, we'd hire you, but you're booked. So why did I just drive 2 hours to come meet you?" Whatever his name was. So then we made the best of our day, and it was a total great, right? So
Sorry.
then it's okay. Then we went to go see The Outsiders. If you're attached to that movie, Clint is absolutely inspired by the Outsiders movie. So there's a house where the Outsiders was filmed that's now this thing you can walk through that's like the Outsiders set, right? How they filmed the Outsiders. And so at least we made it up there, but I was dismayed, like, ugh, okay, fine. If you're not available, who do I call? Who do I want to know? Da, da, da. And the very first name, and this is from at least 3 or more sources, said you need to know who Kim Percival is.
Wow.
So without wasting any time, I'm like ringing people's phone off the hook on the 2-hour drive back from Tulsa, and she answered, and I'm like, "Hey, we want to meet you and see if this might be a match for you, the Defenders film." And she goes, "Well, I'm in the pool. Let me go ahead and let me dry off and meet you." And I'm like, "Great, we'll be home in however long it takes back." And she did, and she was hired on the spot because she's amazing. I want her to speak to some of the things she's done. She's been in some really big titles. And it's really, for me, when we are looking for the right people, I think you'll agree, you're looking for someone that is in synchronicity and has that extra energy they bring to their skills. And that's where we both, Clint and I, thought that Kim was it. And so Kim, tell us how you felt when you met us, maybe.
I
And
was
why you
like,
said yes.
who the heck are these people? No, I got out of the pool for this.
Yeah.
Uh,
Right.
No, they were fantastic, and immediately wanted to jump on board. Yeah. And so it just kind of
Wild.
worked out. And then Julie and I became very close friends, I think. And Clint and I became pretty good friends too. So I think we're a tight little circle.
Very good.
And it's going to be a whole lot of fun when we get to do it.
It is. So we're in a place with the film right now. We're still securing how all the financing lines up. We have 18 million soft money to solidify that. So we're working on just that little piece of gap funding. But Kim, you have such a great resume. Can you tell us like a couple of the wows, like Twister, or I don't know if you were on that one or
I
what
wasn't
film?
on Twisters, or
Okay.
Twister. Um, most of my bigger work was in Los Angeles and features, and they're just like independents that kind of popped, like Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the Nicolas Cage film where people dropped their jaws when we did a
Oh, no,
tour?
no, no. Donnie Darko was in the '90s with Jake Gyllenhaal and
Oh,
Drew
cool.
Barrymore. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a cult classic among, I guess we have to say, the younger generation now. But anybody in their 30s, 20s, yeah, they know that movie.
That's the younger generation.
Maybe even some 40s, yeah, but pretty much, yeah. So, um, that was a fun one. What else? I don't know,
So
Julie. You know my
I
resume.
remember Jaws dropped when we did a studio tour, and they went, "Wait, you did what?" And it had to do with Nicolas Cage. What was that one?
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. It was a Nicolas Cage movie, Sympathy for the Devil. Yeah, and it
Sympathy for
was they were using a new technology at the time, or newer technology, of a LED screen for a lot of driving material, and it turned out really, really good. They did a great job on that one.
Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna move from your professional experience, but before I do, on the Hollywood side, in case people are interested, what's your favorite? What would you go back and do all over again, even with all the chaos and the drama and whatever was involved? What title would you do again? What's your favorite?
God, I don't,
Do you know? And put you on the spot.
yeah, I mean, that's a
Okay,
tough one. I really don't know. I
think
mean,
about it.
I think that I think I'd really love to go. I mean, the place I'm in now is go back to the beginning when it's all fresh and new and you're
Yeah.
learning and it's so exciting.
Hmm.
And you're figuring out what you want to be in the industry and how you want to fit in and making those friends that have literally become family,
Hmm.
that are, the strongest support system. Yeah, I think going back to one of those first,
Is there
which
a title
are
or
movies
no?
that nobody would have ever seen,
Okay.
and um, wow. I mean, there was Baby Geniuses, which was kind of where we all kind of really, really bonded. The people that I'm closest to now are people that I worked with on Baby Geniuses.
Huh.
Hmm.
So, I mean, lifelong
Mhm.
relationships and friends.
Aw, that's
So,
awesome. Because how long was your shoot schedule? That's what's fascinating to the outside world is you might only be with someone for 30, 60, 90, or 18 months, right? Like it's not 10 years that makes these,
yeah, it wasn't more than 4 or 5 months,
yeah.
from what I remember. But
That
yeah,
tight knitness net happens
5 months
quickly.
maybe.
Yeah. Okay, you know what I want to get to? I'm trying to warm you up to is will you tell us about how your twins came about?
Oh, come on.
Uh,
Here now, I know.
I mean, a quick, just the highlights. Because that
Um,
was spiritual. That was this amazing thing that you just followed and followed and followed. Midnight Spark is about the inspiration, and regardless of how and why or how it's going to happen, you just keep listening to your guides. And I think on that you did. Would you agree? If you don't want
I
to share,
mean,
anything.
Yes. Did I know that at the time? No.
Yeah,
Probably not.
right. Okay,
I
there you
mean,
go.
so yeah, I have 13-year-old twins. I had them later in life. Um, they were uh uh what do we call it? God, I'm totally blanking, Julie. This is
Born
like
early.
uh
So you had a surrogate, right?
I did, but I had had several tries at IVF and several miscarriages and um just lots and lots of tries with reproductive treatments that just did not stick. And then yes, my cousin offered to carry them
Oh,
for me.
Wow.
So well, we didn't know it was a them, but yes, offered to carry the baby for me.
wow. I offered to carry a baby for my sister, and then immediately was like, "Oh my God, could you please get pregnant?" Like, oh my God, you start thinking, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like gonna be, who's gonna rub my feet in the middle of the night, and who's gonna run out for ice cream when whatever. And oh, by the grace of God, she got pregnant. She was having her progesterone wasn't going up fast enough, and then
Oh.
she would lose the baby. But then they found that out, and it was a treatment, and she had 4 babies then. But yeah, oh boy, and like I said it, and I was just like, oh my God, oh my,
Yeah, so we had quite the journey with that. She had my cousin had just been in well, she had after college moved to Nepal, and was in India and Nepal, and she got pregnant and had her first child over there. And then they came home, and when the baby was less than a year, so and they came and lived with us, and that's when she offered to do it, and we started looking into it, and realized that the cost was just pretty prohibitive in the United States. And so we went back to India and did it all there.
oh
And did all
wow,
the IVF treatments and the transfers and everything.
thing. And she was familiar with Nepal because she was there already. So
We actually went to India, but yes, she was
oh,
very familiar with India and the area that we went to, and yeah.
some
So
things are meant to be, right?
yeah,
Yes.
so we spent about like 2 months there, and it was just me and Diana and her baby, who was almost two then, and did we had a lot of trouble getting the biological materials that we sent
Oh,
over from the United States out of customs in India, and we had
that's a ticking time
timelines.
bomb, right?
It
Like
was a ticking
things are
time
on
bomb.
ice. You're like, oh my God.
And the ice was thawing, so it was a
Oh no.
very
Yeah.
precarious situation that we barely made. And I mean, this was our Hail Mary. There were no more chances after this. And we wound up with my babies.
Nice. Boys
Yeah.
and girls or both?
Boy, girl twins.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I worked with a guy. He was a twin, and he had a sister. And people would always say, "Are you identical?" And he's like, "She's a girl. I just
I
told you
know.
I have a sister."
We get that all the time too.
Like that
It's
is the
kind of
most.
silly.
Yeah, no, it's like, hello, you're a moron, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How can
I
you be
try not to point
identical?
that out. I mean, I think people are just so like infatuated with twins in the beginning that, yeah. I mean, but my dad was an identical twin, so I'm used to it.
But when you
See,
meet Kim, you realize like she was brought here to be a mom, like she's so good at it, and her family is such this village. I haven't had the opportunity to meet them, just in her communicating is it is the perfect environment. And I think some of us would have miscommunicated the messages that I'm not supposed to have kids. But she kept going, kept going, kept going, like, you haven't convinced me I'm not having kids, right? So I didn't mean to dig, Kim. I apologize, but it's just the most magical story because so many people suffer infertility or the transition or whichever direction they need to take after just natural fertility isn't working, that sometimes, don't miscommunicate the signs. Maybe you just need to keep looking beyond what you know and
Yeah,
find.
I think that assisted reproductive technologies are super important, and I think that they certainly changed my life, and I think that they are in jeopardy, and
Wow.
Scary.
yeah, and that concerns me greatly because there are so many people who do suffer from, situations like this. Um,
It's a horrible thing to be by somebody's side when they're going through it. My sister worked in an area that was very, very populated with Spanish, and it was all their families. Like, when you're having struggling times getting pregnant, and they're coming in three, four little kids, and it just seems like they're young. They're young and they have children, right? So they have like a gaggle of children, and my poor sister
and
would,
you're getting older by the minute.
yeah, yeah. My poor sister would be at work, and she'd just be like, why can't I, like, have a baby? And it engulfs everybody's life, your sisters, your parents, um, my dad had offered to help them if they wanted to adopt, and they weren't at that yet. And luckily, they found out, about that problem that they had. And I wound up telling other people that that was why she was miscarrying. And this woman that was a little bit older, like 40s, she came in and she gave me like this big hug, and she's like, I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant. It was what you said. And it was like, if people are miscarriaging and like for no reason, like it that shouldn't be, and it's just, and then they try to say, well, that wasn't a healthy fetus and your body naturally aborts the baby, blah blah blah. But if that happens, the
Or sometimes it
progesterone,
doesn't naturally,
yeah,
and things have to be taken care of.
oh yeah, but they were saying that to her like after it happened, like the second
I
time.
heard that a lot too, yes.
Yeah, oh, so like that's gonna, but it could be just this progesterone just isn't starting up fast enough. And all you have to do is replace the progesterone. Annoying, you have to lay down in the middle of the day and at night twice a day. But if you did it, boom. And there's
Yeah.
a side effect of doing the progesterone. And guess what it is? You have a higher IQ.
Ah,
A side effect.
Wow.
I mean, I took it all the hormones, all the everything, the progesterone, the estrogen,
Yeah.
yeah, all of it. And yeah, they do have side effects. But worth it. I
Yeah.
don't think that, yeah, and I think that you're right. The more that we can talk about it,
Yeah.
um, and but it is costly. It's extremely costly.
Too costly.
So
Too
to
costly.
go through 7 IVF treatments, is a lot. Not
And
most people can't do that.
Kim, I have to ask though, was there any point that you started believing the belief systems they were trying to put in you? It's not your time. Maybe you're not supposed to be a mom. Maybe this isn't right. Maybe it's another time frame. Maybe it's in your next life. Like, did you start to absorb any of what they were telling you that it's
Well,
not?
yeah. I mean, I think
Okay.
it's all around you. So you start,
Yeah.
I mean, you question it all the
Yeah.
time,
Hmm.
and I mean, but for me, ultimately, the answer was to keep going.
Yeah.
And my doctor was incredible and kept looking for different ways to make it possible
Yeah.
and made it possible for us to be able to do the transfers in India, and um, and wasn't threatened by that, like, oh, we're taking business away. I mean, it's not, it wasn't, it was whatever he could do to help us through the process. And it worked. And they were born on his birthday, actually.
Oh, that's a nice homage, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
what
Yeah.
it's actually what led to me saying, Kim, come on tonight, if you will. Is her talking numbers. What numbers were you were giving me dates? What were they? And then I broke them to something else.
I was simply saying that it occurred to me like yesterday or day before that my birth date adds up to the birth month and year that the twins were born.
That's
So,
right.
and it's just kind of weird.
Are you based in California?
Not anymore. Now I'm in Oklahoma.
Oh, you're in Oklahoma too.
Hmm.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie, you two.
Yeah.
Okay,
You like
so
it? You
another
love it?
thing, Kim, you can shut me down or cut me off, but she also has something interesting. When I've been in the same space and even just over the phone and say I have a crink in my neck or a hip pain or something else, then I'll talk to her within an hour of being in that conversation, and she's absorbing. Do you want to tell us about that, or you don't want to tell us about that? What's going on? You
I
can
mean,
say no. Debbie Ann will tell us because she's gonna know what happens.
No, I,
I
I
mean,
always know.
yeah, I mean, it just kind of, sometimes it happens, not all the time, but
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah, I will just, adopt that pain. Maybe it's the power of suggestion. Maybe it's something more. I don't really know.
But you don't submit to it. Like you don't say, let me carry it. You just happen to carry because you have that nurturing piece of you. So it's not a logical thought you have that let me take this off of Julie so she can be better. You just, I come home, you're like, oh, now my head's or hip is
But you're
good.
not
Whatever.
any better. So, but I mean, I have consciously tried to, yes.
Okay.
So I have a friend that actually said he was going to come on the podcast, and he does a couple of different things. But one of the things is he's able to take people's pain away, and he's he's very selective about it. But like when somebody there was one time when a presenter had to go on stage for like 3.5 hours, like and they had a migraine headache, and he's just like, I got you, right? And then I watched him turn green. I watched him go into the bathroom. He threw up his guts, and then he came out and he's like, I know how to get rid of it now. Years ago, I would have had that headache. Like there's probably yeah, and he does. I mean, a kid had COVID. I do the camp with the kids that from all over the world, and this kid had COVID, and he made the kid better, and he didn't even get sick at all. It was like he's getting so much better at it. I think it's a gift, and it's
Yeah.
something that it's wild. It's lovely that you have that, especially if somebody that needs it right away. It's amazing.
Well, and if she could transform it and not, bear all the pain, right?
Maybe she needs to talk to Damien.
Yeah. And it's not something you do on purpose. But when she can describe the pain that I was just in, right? I'm like, whoa, now I feel bad because I didn't mean to leave that behind. But okay, it's one thing for someone to say my hip hurts. It's another thing for the descriptor that she puts on it, like, "Ew, that's mine. I didn't mean to do
Is
that."
there is there a time in your life when you all of a sudden could do that, or is this like a lifelong thing?
It's been a lifelong thing.
Oh, it has, yeah.
Yeah.
A gift
And there are times where I can't clear
the energy.
the pain for the other person. Yeah.
Right.
And there's just times I just kind of know things like that. The other night, my my son's stomach was hurting really bad, and he thought that he was super constipated, or that he had the flu or something. And I kind of blew him off and said, "Go to the bathroom, and here's a stool softener. Take something natural, or drink this Metamucil or whatever." And a couple hours later, and he's still writhing in pain. He hadn't, So I kind of just laid my hand on his stomach and I was like, nope, that's your appendix. Let's go. And we
Oh,
went to the hospital, and it was so early on that they barely caught it at the
Oh,
hospital. And yeah, he had an appendectomy the next day.
wow.
Wait, though, don't stop there, Kim, because you became the nurse practitioner that like told them what needed to happen, what order.
Well, I had a little insider information that night too, because I happened to know who the surgeon on call was. And I knew that, I just happened to know that, because I've had so many ultrasounds, and ultrasound isn't going to really show what they needed it to show. So they needed to do a CAT scan, and we needed to do it quickly because the CAT scan had to be sent to Los Angeles because our local hospital
Oh my
doesn't read CAT scans on
mm.
the weekends. They have to be sent out to a radiologist somewhere else. I mean, but those were all things that were knowledge that I knew, like I had been told. I knew this about our
So
hospital and our staff.
this is interesting. Just realized I wasn't telling them about Damien. I was telling my girlfriend about Damien. There is not another person in this world that I know that this happens to, and you're on this call right now. That is absolutely bizarre. That I was telling my girlfriend Jean Marie, who was on the call the other day.
Mhm.
So I had plantar fasciitis for years. And when I go to the camp, there's 300 kids. I do an hour dance session, Zumba session with the kids. And then I get the next hour with another set of kids. And it was the wrong floor. We were doing it on concrete. So I'm bang, 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 bang.
Ouch.
And I had my cute sneakers on that, like, I never thought in a million years they were going to be the only sneakers that I brought with me, but I left my real sneakers at home. And here I have these like fashion sneakers on the concrete, bang, 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 2 hours. The next day I can't walk. So he says to me, how long have you had that? I said, well, it acts up every once in a while, but I killed myself because I was dancing on the concrete. Never did I think I would be dancing on concrete or that I would leave my sneakers at home. So he's like, okay, come here, face down on this bench, which was made out of like concrete, right? And I'm like a chiropractor, I'm laying there with my head off the thing, and he's touching me in all these weird places, weird places, weird places. And then all of a sudden he gets to my calf. Meanwhile, it's like my ankle and my foot that hurts, right? And if I didn't know better and I had to describe what I felt, if it didn't look, I wouldn't know that it wasn't true. It felt like he took a knife, put it in my calf, and like went like this with it down my calf. To
Mm-hmm.
this day, we're talking 12 years later or whatever, 12, 15 years later, I don't have a problem with my leg. So then when I went back to the camp after my surgery, I was using my left arm so much that I got frozen shoulder in the other shoulder. So he says, well, how long has that been bothering you? And I go, I can't even ask you. He goes, yes, you can ask me. Come here. It didn't feel better when I was there, but it's not frozen anymore. Like I'm done. And it
See, okay,
doesn't
yeah,
come
no,
back.
no, I don't have that kind of talent.
But maybe you just need to hone it. I mean, he's been doing it for a very super, super, super long time. He knows when he got the power though. He had a child that was ill, and he would be by her bedside, taking the pain away, taking the pain away, taking the pain away. And then when she was nonverbal, but he heard her say before she passed, "Now you could do this for others." And
Interesting. Oh, that's so sweet.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And he could tell you he's pretty like good psychic wise. Like he sees pictures and stuff like that. All my friends are like have crazy
So,
talents.
but Debbie Ann, because Kim will appreciate this. You actually have I think I told her about you in this, being able to talk to your parents, right, when they're not here or other people. Can you tell Kim a little bit about that?
So my whole entire life when I was growing up, my mother has been psychic, and she honed her craft of numerology, and she was like a numerologist to very famous people and very rich people, and she she honed her skills from like the 60s to before, before it was ever even popular. And she would always tell us about the other side, and that there's no time on this side, and all the time you actually spend is on the other side. You come here to learn lessons, and um, don't be, don't miss me while I'm gone because I'm home, things like that. My
Mm-hmm.
mother could be like, like a psychic medium, but if she did your numbers, you were like flawed beyond flawed. Numbers, dates, initials, just everything.
Wow.
And she said that we would stay in touch. And she said that, so the first time I ever heard anybody speak to me, I was about 17 or 18 years old. My girlfriend's sister passed away, and she died young. I'm in the car, and I literally hear she had gotten like her arm cut off. First it was her hand, then it was her arm. So,
Bless her heart.
Hold on, I hear some feedback.
Yeah, I just muted her for a
Whoever's
minute.
coming from, could you mute yourself? Okay,
I
go
just
ahead.
muted.
I missed what you said, Debian.
So this girl, her name was Cindy, she had her wrist cut off. Oops, she went. The wrist cut off, her arm cut off, and then the parents said, like, that's it. And then she wound up not too long after that, we're not just going to part out our daughter, she passed. So I'm driving in the car, and I'm driving home, and it was like I heard in my head, but I felt her presence in my car. And she was 16 years old. She was like a little kid, like, but she was like one of those annoying kids, like she wasn't like a fun kid, right? So the kid goes, she goes, hey, I got my arm back. And I'm like, like,
Oh.
I'm shocked, right? I'm like, okay. And then I got my hair back too. And I'm like,
What?
all right. Like, this,
Oh.
I'm just hearing it, but I'm hearing it inside my head, like, right?
Yeah.
I feel her presence. She's in the car with me. And she's like, tell my sister that I heard what she said and I won. Just like that.
Wow.
I'm like, oh boy. So now I drive home. I'm like maybe 4 blocks away from my house. I go
Whoa.
1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. I go, Ma. I go, Ma, oh my God. Like, I'm still living at home, right? I go, I think I just talked to Cindy. And she's like, what do you mean you think you so what you either did or you didn't? I said, well, I felt her presence. I felt like she was in my car, and I felt like I was talking in my head, and I heard her. So she said, yeah, that's how it happens, Debbie. What did she say? I said, she said that she heard what Pam said and she won. And I don't know exactly what that means. So she says, the message isn't for you, it's for Pam. And my mother then added that Pam was scared when she came to her. So she came to you because you were receptive and you weren't afraid. So I was like, okay. So Pam was a little bit, she tilted them back a little bit, right? So I'm like, I'm just going to wait for Pam to just have a few before I bring this up, right? I'm like, I don't want to start anything. So Pam has a couple of beers, and I said, hey, Pam, something really incredible happened for me today or yesterday, whatever it was before. And it's in regards to you, and I need to share this with you. Are you okay with that? She said, yeah. I said, did your sister come to you? She goes, yeah, she did. She goes, but I got scared and I shooed her away. And I said, oh my God. That's, I said, but she gave me a message for you. She came to me. First, she told me she got her hand back. She told me she got her hair back. And I said, in Cindy fashion, she was like being like a little, wise ass, So she said, what did she say? What's the message? What's the message? I said, she said that she heard what you said and she won. And she won. She heard what you said and she won. And Pam just starts crying. And she's just like, oh, thank God, thank God. Like, and I almost could cry, like, just thinking about it. She said, we had this thing our whole lives that we would never tell each other that we love each other. And Pam said it first. So she heard it and she said, I won because I didn't say it. You said it first. And so Pam was elated that I gave her that message. So then I started trusting my messages. And my mother would just say, you can never be afraid when people come to you, because then they think that you don't want them there. So you have to make it very welcoming. And you can say that, like, I'm having some sort of feelings about this, but I do want you to stay, And my mother, I can lay in a certain position in my bed and I can feel her. I ask her questions and she gives me the answers. She sends everybody, like the day she died, there were more butterflies flying around everybody that I know and people I don't know. When I tell them that she passed away on this day, and they're like, oh my God, that's the day that butterfly wouldn't leave me alone. Like it was that insane. My sister was here. My brother-in-law was cutting lawns and there was a butterfly with him the whole entire time. That never happened before. And we didn't actually pick like a symbol like before. We always used to say, we're going to pick a symbol, we're going to pick a symbol, and we never did.
So does this happen a lot where you just hear the voices? You don't see them, you just hear voices?
I get messages very often. If I'm in a space where I'm not being locked down by people, they happen more and more and more. And I get message for people, and I feel like if I get the message, I have to tell them. And I'm like, I don't care. So I'm in this gigantic meeting with this man that like nobody could get a meeting with. He's the buyer and the COO of a huge soda company on the East Coast. Nobody can get an appointment with him. I somehow get an appointment with him, just like pull it out of my ass, basically. And I go to our Bronx location and I said, I have an appointment with this guy. They go, how the hell did you get an appointment with that guy? And I'm just like, I got the appointment. So it wasn't for my services. It was, I had to give him a message. Like, so that's how that happens, right? So I'm there, I'm chatting with him, and he's being very nice to me. And he's like, saying that, like, maybe he'll do service with us, whatever. We start talking about AI. And I said, not only do I use AI to make my life easier, I'm a better salesperson because of that. I said, I've started, and I go like this, I have this wrist thing on. I said, I started using it for my information about my health and my diet, right? So it tracks what I eat, when I eat it, when I drink a glass of water. He goes, oh my God, I never thought that. He goes, he said, ever since my mom passed away, I never take lunch. He goes, I used to take 45 minutes a day, and now I just work through lunch. Funny thing, the morning that I left my house, there was a deflated Mother's Day balloon. And I called my sister and I said, hey, Lynn, there was a Mother's Day balloon. I guess mom is wishing me good luck on this. So I took a picture of the balloon. Now I'm sitting there and his mother is saying, tell my son to please take care of himself. His nerves are like it's shot and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, oh, geez. At this biggest meeting, I'm like, Ma. And my mother's like, you have to tell him. You have to tell him. I'm like, all right, what do I care? Right. I'm like, by the way, sir, not only am I into AI, but I told him about my book that I was writing and this, that, and the other thing. And then I said, so my mother is telling me that your mother is telling her that you need to have lunch and that you need to go to the same place you used to go have lunch with her or right in that area and take 45 minutes a day and have lunch. And he goes, I believe you. I believe you because his mother would say that. And he saw his mother pass away and he saw the spirit leave her body too. So like I did that with my dad. And I told him, I said, not only am I writing this book, I said, but I'm, I showed him the picture on my phone. I said, I have to show you this. And I said, I knew I was coming here for a reason. I thought it was to sell you equipment, but obviously it is to tell you this, right? So he says, oh, I'm going to do business with you. And I am getting that guy at the new company for sure. But anyway, then when I left, the young salesman that I was with, and he's like, man, Debbie, I don't know how you do this. I go, because I'm not doing it. Like, I just follow wherever they tell me to go, right? And so I says, what do you mean you don't have a dead mother that sends you messages to
Right?
your customers?
That's hilarious.
What's your problem?
But
He
do
goes,
you find it overwhelming? Do you find it like too many people talking at times?
no.
Mm-mm.
No, and it's good things. A lot of people, when they're talking about their loved ones that passed, I get messages. So there's I belong to a group, and once in a while there's people there talking about their moms and this and that. So to me, death really should be celebrated because they're home. They're in the place where, my mother said to me when she was on the side, my mother had a tear in her aorta and she was alive for 3 weeks and bouncing back and forth, in and out. And she was on home hospice and she was seeing people in the backyard cleaning the back. Oh, this is a great one. She saw somebody in the backyard mowing the lawn who was our neighbor that passed away that used to mow the lawn. When we got home from picking up my mother's ashes, the lawn was mowed.
Wow.
Well, can I say though, the difference that I hear, feel, and experience from Debbie Ann is that you lean into it, right? Instead of in resistance, instead of like the burden or whatever it is, like Debbie Ann with just unconditional, what's this for? Without the whys and all the other things, she leans in. And the quick message is what the stories you're describing are quick messages. They don't take 9 hours, right? But when it's nagging at you, because I had automatic writing happen to me, and I pushed it away too. And it was scary. I thought, like, okay, the next step is a straitjacket because I don't know what's going on. And then somebody told me, I got out the yellow pages. Only people our age know what that is. And I'm like, what's happening? So, when that happened to me, I didn't know what it was. And someone said, look up this book. Oh shoot, Debbie Young, you know the title. Conversations with God. She
Oh.
goes, you're not crazy. Whatever, like the fifth phone call was like, you're not crazy. Don't check yourself in. Read this book, Conversations with God. It's called Automatic Writing. And because I didn't understand anything I wrote, it wasn't in my voice. It wasn't any words I used. It wasn't the way I write. It was nothing. Like, and it was faster than I could move the pen. And then when I found out that it's a thing called automatic writing, then I didn't need to put the straitjacket on. I didn't need to commit myself. But had I leaned into it, then I wouldn't have pushed it away. So I think there's something to say about how Debbie Ann experiences it. Go ahead.
And then one of the other things is in that 3 weeks that my mother was exiting this universe here and going to the other side, she was bouncing. Like she'd be there and then she'd come back and she's like, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but right? Really, like
Yeah.
there's no time on the other side. She says, we're not going to miss you at all. So please don't mourn me. Right. Then she would like, be with us. And then she would be like, oh, what is that kid doing here? And we're like, what kid? And she's like, little Peter. We're like, who the hell's little Peter? And my cousin who was happened to visit goes, how the hell do you remember little Peter? She's like, he's standing right there. Right. And he just wanted to come and say hi to you, Frankie. Right. And you get to pick your other form on the other side. I've probably said this before. My mother said she was going to be 40. I went to a place like a week after that, a couple of weeks after my mom passed away. And my girlfriend was telling me I had to go. Shush. And there was a woman dancing on the dance floor. And she looked just so similar to my mom. And I'm like, excuse me, I got to go down there. And I go down there and I said, pardon me. I said, you look just like my mother. And she just passed away, right? The lady takes me, we're at a dance club, right? She takes my head, she puts it on her chest, and she kisses me on the forehead. And then she said, she had the shape of my mother. She danced like my mother. I go, do you mind if I take a selfie of us for me and my sister? And she goes, no, not at all. I take the picture. I put the phone away. I'm blown away. I danced with her a little bit. I said, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like, you just gave me something that, like, it's just so beautiful, you know? And I walk away and I said to my girlfriend, Cami, doesn't she look like my mother? Cami's like, yeah, I guess so, sort of, like, whatever. The next day, I tell my sister about it. I go to send her the picture. The woman looks nothing like my mother. She might have well been completely somebody else.
Oh,
I'm like,
Wow.
what?
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 I was expecting the picture to be an exact image of your mom after.
No, it looked like you, Julie. My mother was like 5'7" and brown hair and big boobs and didn't look like anything like her.
Yeah.
So the crazy things that have happened to me, my mother told me my whole entire life that I would be away when she passes away and don't come back. How do you like that one? I'm like, wow, that's a big one, Ma. That's a big one. So when she was doing this 3-week thing, I said, Ma, like, how do I go on this event that I'm supposed to go on? She goes, because it's meant to be, Debbie. Same rules. You still have to go. You have to go. And then, don't you know, at the end of the event, this kid totally breaks down. He's crying. He's like punching things and whatever. And they're like, Debbie, 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 come here. Come here. You have to come here right now. I'm like, what's the matter? They're like, his grandfather just died and he's freaking out. Get down on the ground. I'm like, baby, I totally understand you. What was your grandpa's name? Tell me about your grandpa. Who's on, he had cancer. He was this, he was that. I said, what did your grandpa love to do? Tell me stories about your grandpa. Oh, my grandpa was a joke teller. Tell me his favorite joke. All these things. At the end of that, we wound up saying that my mom and his grandpa loved to dance. And I said, I think the only thing we could do is we could dance tonight for them because it was a dance, right? I don't see that kid, nothing. They're not allowed to get in touch with us because they're underage, right? So they made an exception for them to send me his email. And he said, Miss Debbie Ann, I am so grateful that you were there when that happened with my grandfather. I told the eulogy with everything we went over, and there was not one person that didn't leave feeling inspired and hopeful and just loving my grandfather more than ever. I'm like I was there because that kid's, like that's why I couldn't leave, because that's my mission. That's what I'm supposed to do. And there's just a billion things. The priest comes to say, like, kind of like give a little blessing. They send him from like the hospice or whatever. He says, I never left a place where I felt comforted from the people that were losing their loved one. He said, I've been doing this for like 40 years. He's like, you guys are so if everybody has it wrong, right? And we're all mourning and we're doing all this, like we go drudging up every painful memory. And oh, look how much they love it. Look how she's crying her eyes out and she's throwing up and she can't eat and she's wearing black for 12 weeks and she's pulling her hair out and this, that, and the other thing. Meanwhile, on the other side, there's no time. You're going to be there like that. Don't miss me. Yeah, don't mourn me. You could miss me. We went over every item in my mother's house. We're like, does this cup mean anything to you? Oh, no. Tell me a story about it. Oh, you can have that, right? We gave all her stuff away. If anybody came in, like we're having like this open house, like garage sale, but it was like, just take it away. Like anybody that loved anything, you just got it.
Oh.
It was just magical. It was just magical.
It's a celebration.
It's
Beyond the words, you actually have had some magical, absolutely celebration of life where other people attempt it, but they're mourning at the same, you can't mourn at the same time you celebrate, right? So it's the missing ingredient that you got to bring to your mom and your dad and family members of yours that have passed. And I think it's because I have a friend whose business partner passed, and I love, the event she put together. And at the same time, they're trying to hold both things. They're
No, you
trying to
can't.
hold the mourning for the responsibility of it all, and then they're trying to celebrate, and it can't happen in the same event. Do you disagree with me, or?
No, I totally agree. And there's like, we literally celebrated, like we put on her favorite song. The lights were coming up in the backyard. We were dancing, we were singing. There were 12 or 13 people there. And like one person just like, I can't believe you people. Like, this is just blowing my, like they didn't get it, right? So
And
everybody else got it.
let me disclaimer though, I'm not dismissing sadness, not in any
What?
capacity.
Of course,
I
it's
know
very
we're
sad.
sad and we miss them. At the same time, when it's time, like, can we have a true celebration? I want to be cremated, and because my family is Catholic, I've told every person I've dated, please, if you're here at my last days, can you tell them, because you're closest, I'm going to be cremated, and to let their responsibility go of their faith in Catholicism. I was raised Catholic, but I don't want someone's image of me to be in what is it called?
I'm
Yeah.
Catholic. My whole family was Catholic. I'll
Yeah.
cremate you. We've
Okay,
cremated.
good.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
somebody stand
don't
up for
worry.
me at the end of days, because at the end of days, my family's Catholicism will overrule what I want,
No, it won't.
right?
If you put it in a will, they can't do
I
anything.
need to set that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want,
My
yeah.
husband did it, and yeah, they still did whatever they wanted. Anyway,
Yes. Okay, Kim, I'm gonna set this up with you.
don't.
Hold on, I'm at the top of the hour though. I want to tell you,
Okay.
we are 15 minutes over. I'm gonna do something unique though, if I'm in agreement with Debbie and Roz. I would like to continue this conversation off the air for just like maybe just a couple minutes. I really wanted Kim, Debbie Ann, and Roz. I really wanted you guys to meet over the course of many months. If Debbie Ann,
Okay, so
you're open,
let's just say goodbye to the people online.
yeah.
And tonight,
Can we stay?
Julie have the last word.
Ah, okay.
Say goodbye.
I just want to say goodbye to y'all, and just know this is a pop-in show. It is just a nightly thing. It's an experiment, and we really want to see if we can be any kind of assistance in whatever you're going through, and maybe just in the inspiration you want to share with the world, whatever your thing is. Kim didn't know she was coming on until 2 minutes before she turned on the camera, so
Nah.
please be that brave and come say hi to us, and let's see. We don't know, it's unscripted. I love the experiment, and come join us. So those are my words.
Bye
Love
bye.
you.